The Battle of Lexington and Concord, fought on April 19, 1775, is considered the starting point of the American Revolutionary War. This battle was the spark that ignited a bloody struggle against British rule. The events began in the city of Lexington and spread to Concord, where American rebels faced British forces in a series of engagements that changed the course of history. In the days leading up to the battle, tensions were rising among the British colonists. The colonies began organizing militias, and cities prepared to receive orders from the leaders of the revolution. On the night of April 18th, Paul Revere and William Dawes sent warnings to the colonists that British forces were on their way to seize the armories in Concord. Horses paraded through the streets, and bells rang in alarm. On the morning of April 19th, British forces arrived in Lexington. They numbered about 700 soldiers under the command of Colonel Francis Smith. They were confronted by a group of rebellious colonists who intended to defend their rights. When the British forces confronted the colonists at Lexington, the first confrontation occurred. The first shots were said to have been fired, becoming known as the shot heard round the world. After the engagement at Lexington, the British forces retreated towards Concord. The colonists had gathered their forces, which led to the British forces facing greater resistance. When the British forces arrived at Concord, they found that the colonists had hidden most of their weapons. A fierce battle took place on the Concord Bridge, where the British suffered heavy losses. As more colonists joined the fight, the battle began to become more intense. The colonists were firing from behind trees and rocks, causing many British casualties. After the Battle of Concord, the British began to retreat toward Boston. As they retreated, the colonists continued to pursue them, adding to the chaos of the battle. The British forces suffered heavy casualties, with approximately 73 soldiers killed and over 200 wounded. In contrast, the colonists suffered approximately 49 casualties. This battle fueled the colonists' resistance. More militias gathered, and they began to prepare to confront the British occupation in a more organized manner. News of the battle spread quickly throughout the colonies, causing further tensions. The Battle of Lexington and Concord was considered the beginning of the War of Independence. This battle influenced the course of American history, demonstrating the colonists' ability to resist British forces. It marked the beginning of a larger revolution that led to the Declaration of Independence in 1776. The Battle of Lexington and Concord remains a symbol of American resistance to injustice and the beginning of the struggle for freedom. It is seen today as a landmark in history, proving that people can unite to defend their rights. It was the beginning of a long and arduous struggle, but it laid the foundation for a new nation of freedom and independence.